Welcome to Easy Business Automation. Today, we are tackling one of the biggest challenges for any growing business right now. How do you deliver that instant, friendly customer service, 24/7, without just the huge cost of hiring around-the-clock team?
It's the ultimate paradox for a small business, isn't it?
It really is.
Your customers, especially if you sell globally, they just expect an answer right away.
Instantly.
24/7, 365. But to actually staff a team for that, even a modest one, you're looking at, what, $500,000, maybe $750,000 a year?
Right.
It's a massive blocker to growth.
And that cost is just not possible for almost any scaling company.
Yeah.
But what our sources show is that the promise of modern AI isn't just a small improvement, it's dramatic.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking cost savings of like 85 to 92% on those repetitive questions.
Exactly. The ones that always seem to come in right when your entire team is asleep. So our mission here is really just to outline what AI customer service can do for you today. And the goal is not replacement. It's more about giving your human agents superpowers.
Superpowers, I like that.
By automating the really mundane stuff, the data shows that AI can handle, say, 70 to 85% of routine questions. That gives your agents back about an hour and a half every single day.
Wow.
And that time can then be spent on the stuff that really matters.
Okay, so let's unpack that a bit. Why is customer service such a huge pain point for small teams in the first place? It feels like you're just constantly underwater.
That's a perfect way to put it. The chaos, it usually starts with the channels.
There's so many.
You're juggling live chat, email, social media, DMs, phone calls, reviews, all at once. But the real volume killer, it's the repetition. Our data suggests that like 60 to 80% of everything coming in is just the same few questions on a loop.
What are your hours? Where's my order?
How do I reset my password? Exactly. They're 5-second answers, but if you have to type that out 500 times a week, it just crushes your team's energy.
It does. And then you throw in the time zone problem.
Which is inevitable if you have customers anywhere else.
Right. So you're a US-based team, your European customers message you, and by the time you wake up Monday morning, you are already in a deep hole. And that leads to stress, turnover, all of it.
So we need a real mindset shift here before we even talk about the technology. I've heard this called the 30-70 rule. How does that actually work for a support queue?
It's just about being strategic. The idea is you identify the 30% of your tickets that are repetitive and predictable.
The easy stuff.
The stuff AI can handle perfectly every time. And that frees up your human team to focus only on the 70% that actually needs judgment or empathy or some creative problem solving.
Okay, that sounds great in theory, but where do you draw that line? Is there a risk that if you automate too much, you miss the subtle signals that something's really wrong with a product?
That is a critical question, and that's exactly why you don't aim for 100% automation. You need a human to keep an eye on things. So the human becomes more of an analyst.
Exactly. When your team isn't answering, where is my order, all day, they can actually spot patterns. They can see, hey, 10 people asked how to use this feature today. The AI answers them, but the human notices the trend.
And flags it for the product team.
Right. And that's how support becomes a growth engine, not just a cost center.
That shift in perspective is so key. Okay, before we get into the specific tools, let's talk strategy. How does a business figure out where to even start?
Well, we use the customer journey framework. It's about finding where the friction happens. You can break it down into 3 basic stages.
Okay.
First, there's the before purchase phase, questions about pricing, features, things that stop a sale.
Then you've got during service or order. That's where you get all the classic where's my order questions or maybe updates and changes.
And third is after service. So this is where you get disputes, troubleshooting, feedback, reviews. The question you have to ask yourself is, where do my customers get stuck right now?
Is it the slow first response? Or no coverage after hours?
Or just waiting forever for a simple answer.
So the advice isn't to try and automate everything at once, which sounds terrifying.
No, absolutely not. The advice is to use your data. Find the low-risk, high-impact wins first.
So go into your help desk and...
Yeah, list the top 5 or 10 keywords that eat up the most time but are easiest to answer. Billing info, order status, start there.
That feels much more manageable.
Right. And we saw this great example with a fintech startup. They automated 100% of their overnight payment dispute issues securely.
Wow, payment disputes. That sounds critical.
It is. And if a function that sensitive can be automated while the team sleeps, it really proves the tech is ready for prime time.
That's a really powerful point. Okay, let's move into the practical solutions. Let's lift the hood on what these tools actually do, starting with the front line, self-service, and the website chatbot.
Right. Now, when people hear chatbot, they often think of those old, frustrating bots that just break if you don't say the magic word.
The ones that just say, I don't understand over and over.
Exactly. Modern AI is totally different. And the key thing to understand here is a technology called RAG.
RAG. Okay, that's a heavy acronym. Can you explain that in simple terms?
I can. Think of the AI taking an open book test about your company.
Okay, an open book test.
It doesn't guess, and it doesn't hallucinate or make stuff up. The AI is trained to read only your verified company documents, your knowledge base, your FAQs.
So it can't go off script.
It can't. If the answer isn't in your documents, it just says, I don't know, but a human will be in touch. That makes the answers trustworthy.
And the results are measurable. I saw a SaaS company that used RAG and cut their first response time from 4 hours down to under 30 seconds.
Huge efficiency gain. Next up is live chat and messaging triage. This is like a smart operator sorting the mail for you.
So the bot greets the customer.
Greets them, asks a couple of key questions, and then the AI automatically tags the ticket based on the customer's intent, like refund request, and their sentiment, like frustration detected.
And the handoff to the human agent. That's the make or break moment.
Yeah.
You can't make people repeat themselves.
Never. For anything complex, the bot sends the entire chat history, plus a little summary, straight to the human agent.
So the agent sees the whole context instantly.
Instantly. And that simple triage step can shave 30 to 60 seconds off every single ticket. It adds up fast.
Okay, now for the biggest battlefield for most businesses, the email inbox.
Right. Email automation uses these same smart tools. The AI can read incoming emails, tag them by topic or urgency, and even draft suggested replies for an agent to approve.
And since the average human response time for email is something like 16 hours.
Yeah, that auto-acknowledgement is vital. It just tells the customer, hey, we got your message. Even if a human needs to reply in the morning, they feel heard.
What about the phone? That old press 1 for sales, press 2 for billing menu is just the worst.
It's the enemy of good service. That's where voice automation and natural language understanding, or NLP, comes in.
So it can understand you when you talk.
It lets the AI phone agent listen to a customer speaking naturally. Instead of a rigid menu, the customer just says what they need, and the AI routes them, or answers the question, or logs the issue.
I saw a case study about Vodafone Germany handling 40% of all their calls with AI. There's a huge number for a telecom. How did they even start?
They started with the most predictable calls, things like balance checks, payment confirmations, really simple troubleshooting steps.
The high volume, low complexity stuff.
Exactly. By automating 40% of the volume, they cut wait times for everyone else who actually needed to speak to a person. They protected the human experience by automating the machine work.
That makes so much sense. Okay, last one. Let's talk about the AI that works behind the scenes, helping the agent.
Right. That's proactive notifications and agent assist. Proactive stuff is simple but powerful. Automated messages like, your order is delayed, or your bill is due.
It stops people from messaging you in the first place.
It cuts way down on the just checking in messages. And agent assist is where the human really gets their superpower.
How so?
It works right beside the agent. If a customer has a long, complicated chat history, the AI summarizes it instantly. It also suggests replies based on the knowledge base.
So less time searching for answers.
And more time helping. Agents using this see about a 14% productivity boost on average.
So we've seen the tools. Now, I'm a small business owner. I'm not technical. Yeah. How do I choose the right platform without having to hire a developer?
You focus on 3 things. First, prioritize your biggest pain point right now. If it's the after-hours questions, start there. If it's email volume, start there.
Second, integration, right? If it doesn't plug into what I'm already using, it's useless.
It's worse than useless. It's double the work. You have to choose tools that easily connect to your email, your chat widget, your help desk.
And the third rule.
Low setup cost. And by that, I really mean low developer dependency. Look for platforms you can train on your existing FAQs. If you have to rewrite everything just to train the bot, it's too complicated.
So we recommend framing this as a 30-day experiment. How long does it really take to get a basic bot trained on, say, 10 questions?
If your help docs are in good shape, you could have a basic chat widget live in a week. The 30 days are for testing and improving. The goal is progress, not perfection.
Okay, what key things should we be tracking in that pilot to know if it's working?
First, your overnight first response time. The goal is under 30 seconds. Second, the AI resolution percentage. How many issues did the bot solve completely? Aim for 70% or more.
And my personal favorite.
The morning backlog delta.
Yes.
Is your ticket queue shrinking when you log in? You want to see that number go down by at least 25%.
And the refinement has to be continuous. The AI is a learning machine after all.
It has to be. Every week, your team should look at the conversations where the AI failed. Where did it get confused? Then you use that to update your knowledge base or tweak the scripts. It's a team effort.
That brings us to our final action checklist. What are 3 to 5 immediate low-commitment steps someone listening can take in the next 30 days?
Okay, 1. Right now, just list your top 10 repetitive questions. The most boring ones.
2. Pick one channel to improve first. Website chat is usually the easiest place to start.
3. Set up a basic AI helper trained only on those 10 questions. Use one of those low-code tools we mentioned. Keep the scope really tight.
4. Have someone on your team review the AI's chats every week. That's your quality control.
And 5. After 30 days, compare the before and after. Look at the response time, the volume the AI handled, and just ask your team if their day got easier. That's your real ROI.
As we start to wrap up, I want to look toward the future a bit. You mentioned earlier that the focus has to shift from AI that just answers to AI that resolves. That sounds like a bigger leap.
It is, and it involves a technology called Model Context Protocols, or MCPs.
Okay.
We talked about RAG, which lets the AI read your documents. MCPs let the AI securely connect to your live data, your inventory system, your billing system, your CRM.
So instead of just pulling from a static FAQ that says refunds take 5 to 7 days.
Exactly. It can check the actual billing record, calculate the refund, execute the refund in your payment system, update the CRM, and close the ticket.
All before you wake up.
All autonomously. It moves from being a conversational agent to a contextual operator. It can take action.
That level of resolution completely changes the game. It must require incredible trust and security.
It does. And that's really the final thought to leave you with. AI won't replace the human touch. It's going to protect it. By handling all the tireless work that never sleeps, AI makes sure your talented team can focus only on the sensitive strategic interactions. You know, the ones that truly make your business human.